All right, in this third lesson on circles, we're going to start by identifying a new kind of object or a couple new kinds of objects. In this lesson, we're going to learn about how to identify the length of an arc and the area of what's called a sector. And so we're going to start with identifying what a sector is, and in order to understand a sector, we first need to understand what a disk is, okay? A disk is basically all of the area on the inside of a circle. It's a region that's bounded by a circle. So this whole thing, this circular thing, area with the circle on the outside, okay, this is called a disk, okay? This is called a disk. One way to think about it is a coin, a flat coin that's filled in, you know, it's metal or whatever, that is a disk, okay? A video gaming disk, it's called an optical disk, right? It looks kind of like this, and you put it inside of a computer, and it's plastic, and it's filled in. That's called a disk, okay? So the circle is just the points around the outside. But if this whole thing was solid, you know, well, really, you know, if it was filled in, then a circular filled in area, that's called a disk, okay? So then what is a sector? Well, a sector is a portion of a disk, and it's bounded by two radii and then an arc. So look at this here. Let's say that this is circle P, okay? And we have this radius here. This radius is PH, okay? And then we have this radius here. This radius is PG, okay? And so if we took both of these radii and included this arc right here that runs between G and H, okay? This inside area here that is bounded by the radius, both of the radii, okay, and the arc. This area right in here is called, that's called a sector, okay? It's basically a pie shape, okay, a pie slice. A sector is basically a pie slice, okay? And so we often name sectors by letters, so we could call this, for example, sector R, okay? That would be this whole sector in here. Now, this region here is also a sector. It's bounded by this radius and this major arc, okay? So if we were to fill in fact, let me get a thicker, let me do it in another color here. And we'll make it a thicker marker. Yeah, let's do that, okay? If we were to fill in this whole region right here, this whole red area that looks like a pizza, it looks like somebody took a slice out of this pizza. This whole red area right here that's a sector, okay? All right, and we could call this, for example, we could call it sector, maybe sector S, okay? All right, and so here we have sector R, and here we have sector S. If you were to add this sector plus this sector, it would make the full disk, okay? And so now a minor sector is a sector bounded by two radii, okay, and a minor arc. And you can see R here is bounded by a minor arc. So R is a minor sector. But sector S is bounded by a major arc. And so S is a major sector, okay? And so that's the basic idea here. A disk is the full circle area. A minor sector is a small slice, and what's left over of the pizza or of the pie is a major sector.